Welcome back to Horrified. We're playing a 4-player game. Up first, the scientist. She's down here in the graveyard with the mummy and with the explorer. She's got 4 actions she can take. First action, she's going to move 1 space here. So that's her first action. Second action, third action, moving it to the museum. And for her fourth and final action, she's going to pick up the 2 items at the museum. She is also then going to play her special card. Per card, choose one facing Invisible Man in any space. We're not going to do that. Or move any monster 3 spaces. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the mummy, who's right here in the graveyard with our explorer, who has no items. We're going to move the mummy 3 spaces. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to move the mummy over to the shop, get him away from the action. The reason I wanted the scientist over here at the museum, she's going to start working on the scarabs over in the museum, trying to get rid of the mummy himself. All right, that very quickly was the scientist's turn, and with that done, we're going to be going over to a monster event card. All right, monster event card time for the scientist, and we get 2. Okay, we are going to be getting 2 items out of the bag. We need more items. I feel like we never have enough items in this game. All right, at the Institute, we get an item. Well, they're spread all over the board this time, too. And that's not the best. And at the tower, we get a microscope. Wow. 2 items. Let's see what else we've got. So the event that actually takes place is for the werewolf. We're not playing with the werewolf. We ignore this. Creature from the Black Lagoon, we're not playing with. Dracula, we're not playing with. The mummy is the frenzied monster. He's going to move 1 space, roll 2 die. I'm glad we moved him. So the mummy's going to go 1 space, rolling 2 die. He's going to go 1 space to the closest hero. So 1, 2, 1, 2. He will move basically back over to this part because he's going to he can get equidistance to either of these. And that's going to be the end of the scientist's turn, the end of the event phase. Up next, we're going to have our courier go. Our courier's way up at the camp. Oh dear, we need items. Our courier has 1 item. He's going to actually move. He's going to take his 4 actions. He has 4 actions. He's going to go 1, 2, 3 to the precinct. And for his 4th action, he will pick up. Will he pick up anything or not? Actually, oh boy. Yeah, for his... No, he's not. For his 4th action, he's actually at the precinct. He's going to give some evidence against the Invisible Man. So let's go to the Invisible Man board, and our courier has 1 item, the laboratory item, so let's see how that works. Alright, so our courier has a piece of evidence against the Invisible Man. So for his final action, he will put the piece of evidence here at the laboratory. Of course, we need to get all 5. So we need something from the mansion, something from the inn, something from the barn, and the Institute remaining before we can track down the Invisible Man and defeat him. Alright, that's the end of the courier's turn, so it's going to be monster event time. I have a funny feeling this game's not going to go quite as swimmingly as the last one. Alright, monster event time for the courier. I should move that down so I don't get confused as to turn order. And we have 2. So 2 more items come out on the board. Okay, that's alright. So we get another thing. We get another one of these at the mansion. That's good, because our archaeologist is there. And at the shop, we get a bear trap. Alright, that's the 2 items. And then we have Dracula. The Dracula's not in the game. So we're going to have the mummy, Invisible Man, creature from the Black Lagoon. Alright, let's get looking at the mummy. Moving 1 space, rolling 2 dice. Alright, the mummy's going to move 1 space. Now the mummy's got a choice. He can either go against the archaeologist or against our scientist at the museum. Our scientist has the most items. But I think we're going to move the mummy towards the archaeologist. This might be a bad maneuver, but that's what we're going to do. So he's going to move against the archaeologist. He's going to roll 2 dice. Let's see what he gets. He gets a blank and a hit. Okay, that's actually pretty good. So 1 hit against the archaeologist. The archaeologist is going to dump off the blue item from the tower. He had 2 items, so that's not horrible. It's not horrible. And now, so that was the mummy going. Invisible Man goes next. He's going to move one space, rolling 2 dice. So Invisible Man's up here at the inn. He's just going to move out of the inn to the street. He's not going to be rolling any dice because he's not in a space with a character or a villager or a hero. That's going to be the end. Our card for our courier up next is the Archaeologist going. Alright, the Archaeologist has 4 actions. His first action, he's going to pick up the 2 pokers, fire pokers from the mansion. That's going to give him a total of 3 items now. He has 3 actions remaining. I think he's going to actually spend this card right now. He still has 3 actions remaining, so let me just make that clear so I don't forget. Move each monster up to 2 spaces. He's going to go ahead and do that. He's going to move Frankenstein 2 spaces to the crypt. He's going to move the mummy 2 spaces to the crypt, get them as far away from everyone as possible. He's going to take the Invisible Man and move the Invisible Man 1, 2 to the barn. Get him away. We're going to leave the bride where she is. So that card has been spent. Our Archaeologist now has 3 actions remaining. So he's going to go 1 here. He has 2 actions remaining. He's going to pick up the item here, and he's going to pick up the bear trap. He can pick up items from adjacent spaces. That's his special ability. And so he went ahead and did that. So he has now an awful lot of items. He's a 4 red items, 1 yellow. And that's really the end of his turn, which means we need to have a monster card now. A monster event card happening. I haven't screwed anything up. I don't think I have. So let's go ahead and have the monster card happen. Alright, so the monster event card for the Archaeologist is going to be this one. 0! Ooh. Retreat. Place creature. Oh, so the creature from the Black Lagoon is not here. So happening. So we have the Wolfman. No. We're going to have the Bride of Frankenstein first time. She's moving. She's going to move 1 space, rolling 3 dice, and then the Frenzied Monster, which is the Mummy again, moving 1 space. So basically all that happens is the Bride of Frankenstein here is she's going to move 1 space this way. She's, of course, trying to run into heroes and villagers and kill them. Runs into nobody, rolls no dice. And then up next, the Frenzied Creature, which is our Mummy. Our Mummy's going to move 1 space. He's going to go from the crypt up to the Abbey. So I'm glad we moved them kind of away. That's really the end of this card. We didn't get any items, though. Ooh, that is so terrible. All right. And up last for this episode, going relatively quickly, is we have the Explorer. And the Explorer, what do we want to do with the Explorer? The Explorer has 3 actions, and she has a special action. She can move to any non-water space. She just moves there, and that's it. So I think what she needs to do, we need something from the Institute, something from the barn, something from the inn, and something from the mansion to track down the Invisible Man. So I think what we're going to do for her first action, she's going to move anywhere. She's going to move to the Institute, action 1. Action 2, she's going to pick up this item from the Institute. And her third and final action, she's going to move over to the precinct, because that's her special ability. And you can use your abilities as many times as you like. That didn't do a lot, but we got to get set up to get things done. And hang on. Do we want to do that? We do have a special card we could play. A hero may give any number of items to one other hero no matter where they are. Our Archaeologist could give items to either the Courier or... I wonder if he should give some items to the Courier. We do need something from the mansion. He's got a couple of these items from the mansion. You know what he's going to do? We are going to spend that special card. So we're going to spend the special delivery, Abbott Costello there, and we're going to, the Archaeologist is going to send the wine and the poker over to our Courier because he's sitting in the precinct. So at least he'll have another item to put against the Invisible Man next time. But of course, that's the end of all the actions for Our explorer, we did the special card action, which anybody can play at any time. And so now it's time for another monster event card. Oh dear, monster event card. Let's hope we get lots of items coming out. We get 3 items. Okay, that's good. We need items on the board. I seem to be running out of them quickly. We got a torch at the barn. Okay, we got a torch, a pitchfork at the barn, of course. Second item we get at the mansion, a snuff box or something. Okay, and third and final item we get at the Institute, a beaker of some kind, fluid. Looking at the rest of the card, looks like we have a villager. The Egyptian expert. Okay. Place Professor Pearson at the cave, and he's trying to get to... We'll find out when we find him. Where's Professor? Is that him? Renfield. Nope, that's not him. Alright, let's see. Dr. Cranley? Hang on. There we go. Professor Plum. Professor Pearson, he's trying to get to the museum, obviously. He's the Egypt expert, and he starts in the cave. The cave is way up here, and he wants to get to the museum way down there. Alright, so we're going to have the mummy go. The mummy's going to go twice. Oh my goodness. The mummy's going to go twice because the mummy is the mummy symbol, and he's also the frenzied monster. Ooh. Mummy goes twice, rolling 2 dice. So, this is not the greatest. The mummy's going to move 2 spaces, 1, 2. He is going to get to the archaeologist. 1, 2. He ends up getting to the archaeologist because that's the closest person to him. He'll be rolling 2 dice. So we're going to do this twice because the mummy gets to go again. Alright, 2 dice. We get a hit and a special. So with the 1 hit, the archaeologist will dump off the blade, and we have to go to the special mummy board and flip over the next token. Ooh, bad stuff. And of course the special on the mummy board is you flip over the next numbered token. Oh boy. And of course I should mention the tokens that are flipped over cannot move. So you have to flip them over to be able to move them. So yeah, this is the mummy. This is gonna be tricky. Alright, the mummy is also frenzied. Let's go back to the main board because the mummy gets to go again. Well, the mummy once again gets to move too, but he's not going to move anywhere because he's sitting in here with the spot. With our archaeologist. He's going to be rolling 2 more dice though, and we get another hit. Damn, and another special. So again, with the poker from the mansion, we will dodge the being knocked out. And back we go to the mummy board to flip over token number 3. Oh my goodness. Number 3 token flipped over. Oh, that's not good. Alright, back to the main board to wrap up our episode for today. Oh my goodness. Alright, that's the end of our episode for today. We have Frankenstein, who has learned about humanity. That's about it. We have 1 item placed for the Invisible Man at the precinct, tracking him down. The mummy is kicking our butt, though. He's flipping over his tokens like crazy. We're going to have to do something here with our scientist in the next episode and hope that she can do something. So, anyway, thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for comments, subscriptions, likes. Really appreciate it. This is Horrified. We're playing a 4-player game. I hope you're enjoying it. It is a lot of fun. It's perfect for Halloween season. It's October 2020 right now. So thanks so much for watching along, and we'll see you in the next episode.